Ferrari, step away from the car. Do not touch the car. Do not do anything to the car.
I don't know how people on the internet have so much free time,
Yeah.
but we're part of it.
And speaking of trophies, the Monza trophy. Where is the bird? Where is the fish? I only see an IUD.
Blind eyes have suddenly found new light, and they're like, oh, I can see. I call him young Prost. अबे इतनी देर तक कहाँ था तू? Behind Toto.
Yeah. एक सीट मिलेगा क्या? सीट मैक्स नहीं आ रहा है. सीट मिलेगा. Newey.
Stop lying.
Yeah, stop lying. We are not falling for your tricks. Name upcoming, incoming.
Insert name here.
Insert.
What's up, rookies?
Welcome back.
Wow, Mr. Caroline.
What is this? Why are we taking each other's lines?
I don't know. It's
Okay.
reverse day today.
Reverse day reminds me of something we're going to talk
Hmm.
in the episode coming up. But anyway, here we are right before Monza.
God.
Everyone, join your hands as we pray for Ferrari. Because if they mess up in Monza, if they do what they did in the last race and get like a double DNF or something in Monza, the home of Ferrari, I think people are going to slit their wrists.
I mean, I saw fact, gonna like, this has happened in Monza in 2020.
Oh.
Ferrari's double DNF.
Oh. Okay. No. 2020 was a bad year.
Yeah.
Okay. For
Bad juju.
everyone.
Bad juju out of the way.
Yeah, bad juju out of the way. Corona's gone. Double DNF's gone. Everything's gone. Okay? 2020, we don't talk about it. 2025, before we get into it, let's get into the facts.
Speaking of praying.
Speaking of praying. Okay. Yes. Correct. This track is known as the Temple of Speed. Like, it is famously known as Temple of Speed because there is a lot of downforce in the track and, yeah, a lot of straights. So, not much braking. So, people go really fast. Yep. Because of the long straights, it's usually a good track for Ferrari because they have good speed on the straights.
Yeah.
Ferrari normally dominates, except apparently 2020. We don't talk about her. Moving on, first race 1950. This track has been on the calendar every year.
Okay.
Yeah, except 1 year where I think, which is when Imola came in, which when they were trying to not do both, then they were like, F that, we want both. Yeah. 53 laps, 5.8 kilometers long.
Okay.
Lap record is held by some Ferrari driver named Rubens Barrichello. He set it in 2004 and it's not been broken since.
Okay then.
Yeah, 20 years and running.
That's something.
Yeah, let's see if someone breaks Rubens' thing this year. Most wins tied between Hamilton and Schumacher, as always. What was the laugh about?
Rubens thing.
Rubens' lap record, to be exact. Safety car probability, just like last race, is 50%.
With no rain.
No, thank God, no rain. But
No rain, but we've seen FP1, FP2 before we get to speak this time, and we have seen how many people hit that gravel.
Yeah, guys, we are recording quite late this time. And yeah, the good thing about that is we've seen FP1 and FP2.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts about it?
FP1, very happy. Some nation's pride came into my heart, FP2, less happy.
But still, he was fifth.
He was fifth, but he also went flying off track.
Fair. But yeah.
Actually, wait. My boy did. Yours did.
I haven't seen FP2. I know Ferrari did go thing, but he came second. So you can fly all you want, Charles.
Their practices.
In my heart, it's a real race. No, my reaction seeing both was Ferrari, step away from the car, do not touch the car, do not do anything to the car, step away.
But I feel
Step
like
away.
they still did, Like between practice 1 and practice 2.
Why? Why do they do this? Why do they mess with perfection?
It's just what they love doing. Look at what they did to my driver. Pulling his dreads out.
Yeah, someone was saying, some other podcast was saying that, like, do you think Charles will still be hot with grey hair because he's getting there?
I kind of see it.
Yeah.
Not him being hot with grey hair, but him getting the
No,
grey hair.
he'll definitely be hot with grey hair. We digress. But I mean, it's really sad that Hamilton has a 5-place grid penalty going into this race, because another heartwarming thing to watch as we came up to Monza was his reaction to Ferrari's, like the crowd's reaction to Ferrari.
Yeah. It was a little glimpse of old Lewis, like.
Yeah, he looked happy, he was smiling, and you could really see that this is why he joined Ferrari. This adoration of the fans, this crazy, like, push behind the team. And who doesn't like it? And no other team gets this.
Yeah, no other team gets to be followed like it's a religion.
Yeah.
I don't think there's
Yeah.
any team at all that gets this kind of love.
Which other team can you be a part of and be Saint Leclerc? Like, you cannot be. You can.
No. Sorry. Not happy. Maybe Ford.
Americans don't feel that passionately about anything. Okay then. No, but it was really good seeing Hamilton's face light up, and him coming first in FP1 was the cherry on top, because obviously in the real race, even if he comes first, he's gonna be fifth.
You think everyone was like, "Isko jane deta
hai." Aaj. Ja Simran ja.
It's like, just for today, you go. There's one rookie also on that track who doesn't know what he's doing.
The whole grid met without Hamilton, and they were like, you know what?
We need to keep him.
That's a good thought. I mean, maybe that's what happened. We will never know.
I hope I'm wrong, but yeah, we'll never know.
Yeah, but I'm very excited to see qualifiers tonight, because, yeah, let's just see if Ferrari can make it happen when it matters.
I don't think it can.
But, like, last year, yes, they were having a way better year. But Charles's win came from nowhere, because after Monaco, he was really down and out. Okay, like, I don't know what he was doing. There were DNFs, there were bad races. And then Monza comes and the man wins.
He's on the exact same trajectory as far as wins and losses and races are concerned as he is this year.
And then what happened last
year? Yeah.
Dude, Ferrari fans can pull statistics out of their ass every freaking race.
Yeah, can we please speak about the hilarious stat I sent you?
Which is?
The Leclerc winning stat.
Oh my god. Oh, that is hilarious.
Guys, like, I don't know how people on the internet have so much free time.
Yeah.
But we're part of it. And somebody out there has gone ahead and found that the day Leclerc won Monza last year, exactly 9 months of that day, there has been a drastic rise in the Italian child birth rate number. Like, what?
People were excited that Charles won.
Excited being very happy.
So if Italy wants to raise its population again this year, you better rig Monza. I mean, imagine if we get 1, 2, how many kids will be born? So many kids. Italy will be like, I don't know what to do with so many kids.
They finally have more than they can handle.
Yeah. So we are helping all of Europe, bro. Go for it.
Fair enough.
Yes, but imagine Charles comes first and Lewis comes second. Then also Britain will maybe.
Back on the podium after so long.
I think some Hamilton fans will also.
One sec. Also, man, like, he needs to fucking break this record.
I know.
He can't go full 24 races without a win.
Yeah, the speaking of bad stats, Hamilton's now the leading Ferrari driver with the
least no wins
in a season. Yeah, really bad stat. Not podium. Carlos Sainz is the last Ferrari race winner. Like, what?
What?
Yeah.
No way. What?
Yeah. Yeah.
You serious?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
And like some people are like, Hamilton feels so bad about taking Sainz's seat that he refuses to win so that Sainz can continue to be the last Ferrari. I'm like, ठीक है, Hamilton refuses to win. Charles का क्या है भाई?
What is he doing?
Yeah, Ferrari fans are delulu. It's fine.
I love
We've
it.
claimed that tag.
I love this religion I've joined. It's worth it.
Yeah. And another really funny thing that's come up in my news cycle leading up to Monza is how apparently the whole week up team had a party after Isaac Hadjar won.
Yeah.
But guess who was not at the party?
Honor?
Hadjar and Liam Lawson.
No way. Wait.
Yeah, they had a party without the drivers. They were like, drivers तो आज आते कल जाते Red Bull चले जाएंगे हम है हम party करेंगे.
Was it their first podium since like?
I don't know since inception, but since
V carb has been found.
possibly, yeah. See, possibly. Yeah, I
sad.
see why they should party, but why not with the man who got you the podium?
Yeah. You fucking use them for all your social media wherever you feel like. Make them appear in an entire reel series like they're in The Office. What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Maybe Isaac was too busy putting his trophy together.
You know, they're giving you a new one.
He got a third one.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But what is this trophy made of? Why does it keep breaking?
चीन मिट्टी का बना है मैडम हमको नहीं पता.
And speaking of trophies, the Monza trophy. Where is the bird? Where is the fish? I only see an IUD. What is happening, Monza?
No. It's a bird, a fish, and a cheetah.
Oh my god. Conspiracy theory. So many kids were born after Leclerc won Monza that now
Don't
they need
finish this sentence,
now they
Rana.
need an IUD. Oh my god, it all makes sense. It all makes sense.
They needed IUDs, so they decided whoever comes first will get one, whoever comes second will get one, whoever comes third will
No,
get one.
the
The
IUD
rest of
trophy.
the country is free to do whatever.
The IUD trophy is a symbolism to the country that keep it in your pants no matter who wins. You know, it only makes sense why they made that trophy. Like, where are these three like animals you talk about? I only see an IUD. Women, you know what I'm talking about. It looks like that.
I mean, I get it. I'm not denying you that.
Yeah.
But, like, okay, yeah, I can't
It
argue
all
for it. I'm sorry.
we've come a full circle.
I can't argue for it.
Thank you, because it's true.
So we're thinking, like, you know, at least send some different angles of that damn trophy.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
people don't think that they're looking at like birth control device at this point. Please.
Yeah. But maybe that's another sign that Charles is going to win again. I'll take it. What do you think of this new library that they've got out for Monaco? Monza.
Okay, I'll be very honest. At first, I didn't see any difference as usual. I didn't see anything. I had to look really hard, like, you know, like Spider-Man trying to take his glasses off and all and trying to like figure out what's going on. It was one of those situations until I think someone posted a side-by-side comparison of the car they've used as inspiration. And I was like, oh, okay. You know, now it makes sense.
I only see a little bit in the wheel, but otherwise I'm probably blind because I see nothing.
I think the wheel was the most evident part of it, but there's another, like the fin of the car, you know, the top fin of the car. If you realize they've made it all white, in the exact same way that it would have been on Nikki's car.
I thought that was an HP thing, but yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Still, we've spoken about this. I don't get this whole unveiling a library if there's nothing to unveil. Like, either change it, okay, make it stand out.
Yeah, or just say just come out and say, hey, we're showing you this.
Yeah.
You don't need to be, I am going to show you something whack and then show me the same thing every time.
Yeah, really zoom in so that we are like, okay,
Right?
samajh aaya. Because if you just show me the car, I'm going to be like, it's red. What is different?
Or you know what? I'll give you a better idea. Ferrari, do one thing. Forget the cars. Just put the kapda on your drivers. Because anyways, that's what actually changes is the freaking kit. The car is not changing much. You put the kapda on the drivers and say unveiling.
People will expect some other clothes to be flying out, but again, you have an IOD trophy for this one, so it's fine.
That Ferrari made the trophy, dude.
Dude, Monza is equal to Ferrari, so who knows? What I did really enjoy was Lewis Hamilton's photo recreating Niki Lauda's. That was cool.
Yeah, that was very
That was cool because this is Niki's 50th anniversary since his race win or his race debut. Race win, I think. First race win?
Race win.
Yeah. But some 50th anniversary of Niki Lauda, and I think they've done a good job in celebrating that with the Lewis recreation. The car, I'm holding my thing.
Even personally, he's put up Niki's name on his helmet.
Oh yeah, that's cute. Yeah. See, these are good touches.
Yeah.
We didn't need this whole special level thing. It's not special, you know?
Yeah, dude. It's really not special at all. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, fail.
And the Monza track. So you sent me a few photos of how the track has evolved over the years. Did you like really understand it? Because I could see the changes in the photos, but what really has happened? Have they like made the track less like? Have they made it narrow? Like what's going on?
Shorter.
Okay.
All in all, they've made it short. You read it out yourself, right? How many kilometers do you say the race lap was? 5
point something, 53 laps.
Right, and in 1950, when it opened, you saw the first picture had the distance on it. It was close to 7 point something kilometers, if not more. And I don't even know how accurate that image was, but I know for a fact that it was more because you can see the outline being larger.
Yeah. It looks larger. And it does look like the track has got narrow in places and gravel has come in and things like that. So yeah, it's interesting to see how tracks evolve over time, and I wonder why. Like, what was the reasoning behind it? Was it just to make the race shorter, or what?
I think if you really go through all of it, most of it talks about how like features were added or turns were removed, or even like shaved off a little bit purely for safety.
It's
every time there was something that went wrong, they'd look into the track and see how they can make it faster while also still keeping the challenge going. And in the middle, I think it really went the wrong way. Because if you see the progression of it, after the original track, they went straight to a circuit. And
I'd love to see a circular track. That'd be hilarious.
Okay, F1 car?
Yeah, because you know how most people who don't watch F1, they're like, it's just cars driving around in circles.
This artist.
We'd be like, not always, only in Monza.
Yeah. Maybe in Monza. But so I think they did this for a few years, and then they finally shifted back to the original track and like with some modifications, of course.
With some changes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that lasted a good reign of 20, 30 years. If I'm not.
Okay.
It was there for a while. Until then we finally come to the track we used to be.
Nice.
There's been like 4 overall evolutions of the track.
That's pretty cool.
And majorly, most of the changes I saw in the video or even the clips were all for safety.
That's good. Good to know it's for safety, because sometimes changes are proposed to attract a younger generation.
Are we going to talk about this?
Of course, we have to talk about it.
Let's go. I do not understand. Okay, first context.
Context. Yes.
Context.
Name upcoming, incoming.
Insert name here.
Insert. F1 CEO Stefano Domenicali. I think I'm saying it right. If I'm not saying it right, it doesn't matter, because what matters is what he's saying. Yeah.
So this man really thinks and has apparently put it out for contention now for next year and onwards to try and make our F1 calendar more exciting.
Yeah.
But I don't see how you can just kill traditional values and add more sprints and add other kinds of short format races.
Yeah, I didn't understand what he meant by make races shorter.
It really didn't.
That made no sense. Like, what, you reduce the number of laps? Like, like, what is it like? You know how you went from 45-minute episodes to 20-minute episodes. Suddenly the race is a half an hour. Like, that's not going to be fun. Imagine paying for a race and going and you lose half an hour and then
Yeah.
it's done. That's stupid. But I like the sprint race thing. We've spoken about this. I would love FP1 or FP2 to be a sprint race. Like, why freaking not? A, more points to play with on the table. B, actually watch it. Like, most people don't watch FP1, FP2, FP3. Like, it's just, yes, for the drivers, but not an entertainment value.
Yeah.
And this would bring in more viewership on a Friday. I am for that.
Okay, but do we really need to completely annihilate the practice sessions? Because
No.
I think the drivers also need it more than anything. Because, okay, when you look at it from their perspective, they've been driving a certain track, let's say a minimum, and I'm going to say minimum, including out laps and actual race laps, quali laps, practice laps, all of it. You must be doing a minimum of at least 150 to 175 laps of a certain track. Your body starts adjusting, your mind starts adjusting to understanding when a turn's coming up, right? They need that practice session to acclimate to a new track.
But between, if you get it on sprint race weekends, you still have FP1, then you have the sprint quali, and then you have a sprint. How many lesser laps are they getting into it? And with more dedication because there are points on the table.
Yeah, but that's also cause for like lesser experimenting with the car.
Fair. Yeah, possibly.
Right? Because okay, I'll give you any weekend any sprint weekend currently. They get one practice session to acclimate the entire car, set it up for the track. And now they have to set it up as essentially a low weight car, right? Because you have a sprint quali, you have a sprint, you have an actual quali coming up. Now the challenging part for them becomes, okay, through these two qualis and one sprint race, I need to now try and collect data to understand how a full load car would work.
Correct. Yeah.
So it becomes much harder. And then you have people like, not just Max, I would say, but even Russell and all being like, oh, I have no grip at all. I have no grip. Of course you have no grip. Your car's shifting so much more.
No, of course. It'll change the game. It'll make it more difficult for them. But if the teams think they can pull it off and they agree, entertainment value-wise, of course, I would love it. But yeah, it would be a massive challenge for the teams. Whether that'll impact how much risk they take, it'll impact how they drive the cars. Of course, that is to be seen, because obviously when there are sprints, if you crash, there is like a big chance that you are not at the qualis for the main race. So it's that aspect is also interesting to see how drivers do it. I'm not opposed to it. Maybe not all, maybe a few more sprints. Like currently we have 6 on the calendar in 24 races. That's very, very few. They could increase the number for sure. But the one I really don't understand that he has proposed is reverse grid. He has proposed they try reverse grids, which is basically the F1 community is like running like fantasy, that they do reverse grid races where, let's say, you qualify 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You start the race 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So what am I qualifying for?
I have no freaking clue.
I'm trying to be the slowest person.
Maybe. I don't get. Reverse grid is like this, like, it's like a stupid fantasy that people have. And drivers have been asked, what do you think about reverse grid? And they've literally laughed and they've said, we think you're not driving the car. Like, it makes no sense. And the F1 CEO has gone and proposed reverse grids.
Like, I always thought reverse grids meant you turn the track around. Like,
oh, no.
Turn the track around in the sense, not physically.
No, you go the other way.
Yeah, you go the other way.
No, that's not what reverse grid means. It means you start in different qualifying, like start in a different order from your qualifying.
So you start in the bang opposite of your qualifying order.
Yes. And drivers have genuinely been asked this question so that, let's say, yeah, it makes no sense. Their whole point is then people who are at the back, they get a chance to be the front. What? That's not how life works. That's really not how life works.
These guys work hard, dude. There is
Yeah,
150 people minimum team who's working hard in that fucking factory trying to
yeah,
get
it's a
them
joke.
parts
It's a
every
joke.
weekend.
And if the FIC was proposing it, it's a bigger joke
I
than
mean, they've had bigger jokes. Come on.
yeah, that's also true. That's also true. Looking forward to next year, we have a few announcements that have come up. My favorite one being that Danny Rick is the Ford ambassador.
You know, that kind of came out of nowhere, okay?
Yeah, it did come out of nowhere. When you first sent me the photo, I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, I know he was not coming back as a driver,
Mhm.
but I was like, what is this photo about?
Yeah.
Him posing with the Ford and all. Then it was announced ambassador.
Kind of happy.
Of course.
He's back with Red Bull. Coming
yeah.
back there.
Yeah.
He earned his name there, did the shoe, he did everything. He earned his fame at Red Bull. Kind of happy that life's taken him back there through another form. With Ford now, be a little different, it'll be a little American, but
Of course.
he's back there.
He's back.
I just happy I get to talk about him.
Exactly. With cause.
Yeah, with not just randomly bringing him up today. There is pure cause to bring him up.
Yeah, he looks so different, and I feel like it's nice to see him in this phase of life where he's just enjoying like setting back, taking his like fame and using it for other things, like his rosé wine and his.
He's got clothing brand as well.
Yeah. He's just doing everything under the sun now.
I love it.
Yeah, thank you DTS for all the brands that are coming out of Danny.
Yeah, genuinely.
Yeah. What are the other two news that have come up? Of course, the Cadillac reserve driver.
Carlton? Was it?
Crusty paper to the rescue for the name.
What was his name? Carlton?
You're close.
Heta?
You're very close.
Colton?
Yes, that
Colton
it is.
Heta,
Yep. Colton Heta. Yeah, I don't know much about him. Do you?
Not a lot, except for the fact that he's a hotshot IndyCar driver.
Okay.
This is a format I really want to start looking into because it's very similar. Like it's an open car format, but it's also shorter. Like it's not. It doesn't take an entire 24 hours of your life. You don't need the endurance. So he's essentially a hotshot IndyCar driver, and he's been linked to coming to F2 for a very long time now. And seems like with Caddy announcing him being the reserve driver for next year.
That's pretty interesting that he's like skipped one and he's just come into reserve here.
I know, what is his favoritism? Like double promotion kaise hua iska?
Nahi pata. He knows some people at Caddy evidently.
I think
if we dig into him, we might find some connection for sure.
Very possible.
Yeah.
Very possible.
Because from Indy to straight reserve at F1 is quite a jump.
Yeah, it's very hard jump. Not to mention, like, what's he gonna do there?
Maybe make reels. Maybe observe the drivers as they drive around. I don't know. I really don't know.
Going to have more to observe from those drivers while making the reels. He's got Valtteri in his team now.
He will learn from the best side quest man.
Guys know him better.
Yeah, Valtteri, you have someone to train. But yeah, will he then get a seat in F2? I feel like if you're a reserve, like a lot
He doesn't have a team in F2.
But in some other team, they might be affiliated with, might be friendly with.
Max to max, if they have that kind of a partnership with Ferrari, then maybe a secondary Ferrari team. But I don't think so.
Because that would make a lot of sense to have then your reserve driver who's doing F2, like a Kushmani who drives in F2, but is a reserve for Alpine.
Yeah.
So then at least his skills are not like literally, he's not just sitting in one spot every single day. So
around behind Toto.
Yeah. A seat मिलेगा क्या? Seat Max नहीं आ रहा, seat मिलेगा.
मजा ओके. मजा आ रहा.
But yeah, we should dig into him. Let's see if he has any Caddy connections.
Possible. Very possible.
And the last news, which could impact 2026 a lot, is that Yuki apparently only has till Mexico.
Okay, we need to address this giant elephant in the room, which is firstly, I'm jumping topics a little bit, but only slightly adjacent. Helmut Marko has come out of nowhere and started to talk about Hajar.
Of course.
Right? Out of absolutely nowhere. One podium and Marco's blind eyes have suddenly found new light. And they're like, oh, I can see. I call him young Prost. अबे इतनी देर तक कहाँ था तू? हाँ? बुड्ढे?
Of course. But I mean, the limelight has been on Hajar for a bit now. With Marco possibly getting more vocal with the win. But out of the 4 Red Bull drivers, he is literally doing as well as Max Verstappen in a inferior car.
Okay. Now, so this makes me believe, forget changing the drivers. Change your fucking car.
Yeah.
You really need to change your car out at this point.
Yeah.
You know that you have better aero, better stats coming out of the other car.
It's crazy. Someone said, I can't remember who, someone has gone on, of course, Alonso has gone ahead and said that if Max was in the V-Carb, he'd be winning.
He'd be winning. Yeah.
He'd be winning the championship.
Which I kind of agree with.
Maybe.
If he knows how to control that kind of a vehicle, then yeah.
Yeah.
I know for a
fact
that...
It's a big statement, but maybe.
I mean, I would say more than
that. And we have done to Yuki exactly what Red Bull has done. We've forgotten him. Let's get back to his fate.
Back to his fate. But no, okay, so all of this, the reason I brought all of this up is because if you put all of this into consideration, he's as good as gone already.
Fair. He's been gone from our radar for like this whole year. But he might actually be on if he doesn't perform at Mexico, apparently.
Yeah, which also this blind man is on his side.
Yeah, I don't know how much to agree to this, take his word for it, but it seems very probable with obviously everything we've discussed already. Ford coming in, Honda leaving, his poor abysmal performance. It's very possible.
See, as possible as it is, firstly it's inhumane, but then again, Danny Rick and a lot more people have faced bigger accidents than Yuki.
We have to acknowledge the fact that they never wanted Yuki. Like they wanted Liam Lawson.
He was kind of forced down.
Yeah, he was literally chosen as a last resort. They could have promoted Yuki at the beginning of this year. They chose a rookie. They chose Liam Lawson instead of him. And then only after Liam Lawson crashed and burned did they promote Yuki. And of course they're going to chuck him out. If they can chuck out people like a Perez and a Liam Lawson so easily after like supporting them so vocally and so like strongly, a Yuki that they never supported them to chuck out, obviously.
I'm not saying his future is not bleak, dude. I'm just saying I'm feeling bad. That's all.
Of course, I'm feeling bad too. But hopefully, he'll find a place in as a reserve somewhere and then grow into a team again once there are 2 new teams at the end of by next year. Audi's coming in 27. No, Audi's coming in 26.
Yeah. No, Audi's coming 27.
27. Okay. So maybe. I don't see him in Audi, but maybe. Is Sauber turning into Audi next year or next to next year? Next year, right? Yeah, we have 2 new teams next year. Like 2 new
engines basically.
Yeah.
On the track.
And the last thing about this whole next year is Newey is apparently like Aston's not gonna win.
No, okay. So this man, firstly, and him holding some cards up his sleeve is definitely a trick. Because we've all seen how they're flying like rockets right now.
Exactly.
And even if he is trying to, I think he's playing it very smart. He's hedging.
Yeah.
Essentially, right?
Yeah.
So, all in all, Newey, I would say, bro, he's hedging so hard that I want to believe him, but I can't.
I can't believe him. He's that class topper who's keeping cards close to his chest.
Right?
He's like, I'm not going to say Aston Martin's going to be the best team ever because then you will prepare for that. So, I'm not going to say anything. I'm actually going to say the opposite. It's like, when toppers go to exam and they're like, nahi yaar, acha nahi kya, and then they'll get an A+. And
Ferrari हारेगा. देखना हारेगा. Ferrari हारना चाहिए, हाँ? सब लोग बोलो. Ferrari हारेगा.
हारेगा.
हाँ.
हारेगा. Ferrari. अरे यार, that didn't go
with the rhyme, yeah. What is this?
Okay. Let's see. I mean, Newey.
Stop lying.
Yeah, stop lying. We are not falling for your tricks. we're already seeing what you've done to the car, so we're not falling for your tricks.
If he holds this up in 26,
A lot of people think Aston and Mercedes are going to be the strongest team in 26.
Aston and Mercedes.
Because Mercedes have been experimenting with their engine and hybrid model for a long time. They traditionally do well when a big change like this happens. Everyone's been speaking of Mercedes for some reason, so that's why Mercedes. And Aston because of the money, because of Newey, because of everything they're putting behind the team, all that.
So, okay, technically, if you put it out there, I have a feeling Ferrari is in very strong contention next year. Purely. Because it hasn't dominated since the ground effect era started off. And the ground effect era is over. Before that, it dominated. Had its issues, but it dominated.
I mean, it could do really well, but I don't want to say anything.
I'm not saying this year. This year, I'm not saying anything. Today, so I'm not saying anything at all.
No.
What happens next year will happen.
Yeah, but I don't want to say anything for next year also, because who freaking knows, bro? Like, I don't want to raise my hopes. I'm Charles Leclerc now. I am here for the long haul with no hopes. I am just like Jonah Son.
Fair enough.
But if next year Ferrari doesn't do well, I am breaking Charles out of that Italian mafia that he's joined. Freaking breaking him out.
We need to plan a coup.
Yeah, coup and put him in Aston Martin. I don't care how.
Aston Martin.
Yeah, because Aston and Mercedes are going to do
it.
Yeah, basically. Stroll go.
Love it. I love it.
Yeah. And before we get into predictions, there's one huge topic we need to talk about.
Yeah.
Guys, if this happens, F1 as you know it will be changed forever. Oh, you're like getting ready to talk about it.
Argue it out. Jayega bhai. Jayega 7 will become 6.
No. It's not going to happen. Okay. We will not start the argument without giving you all context of what's going on. In 2008, Felipe Massa, famous F1 driver, lost the championship by 1 point.
Yep.
To who, you may ask? Sir Lewis Hamilton. Now he has a court case running where he has challenged what happened in 2008 because that year it was also the year of the crash gate.
That race, the one that he's challenging, is the one where crash gate occurred.
So he's not challenging the whole year. He's challenging one particular race where crash gate happened. We cannot go into crash gate. This will become a history lesson. Please go look up crash gate. Okay. You want to carry it from here? What happened that race and why he's challenging it?
So, okay. The reason he's challenging it is because he was on his way for a Grand Slam. First and everything, having the fastest lap. He was on pole, started on pole. He even kept the lead until that moment that crash happened. Under the flag, he decided, okay, now I'm going to go pitting. Man pit. But when he had to be released from the pit, the hose, the fuel hose kind of got stuck in the car. So he's driven off with it. Now, because the car is unsafe to be on the track, he was disqualified. The FIA essentially put him out on that lap. He had to come back into the pit, give it up, and he finally finished that race P13.
From P1 to P13, we all know that's a lot of points lost.
Right?
Yeah.
Now this put Lewis, and Lewis didn't win that race, by the way. He came P3. So he did climb for his points, but like...
Of course.
of course. Like,
it put him in a great advantage. And in a championship that finished with a 1 point difference, you can obviously be like, if this hadn't happened, would Felipe Massa have won the race?
Correct.
And won the championship.
Correct.
Which is what he's contesting and which is what he has sued them for and which is the trial that will begin in October.
Now, the reason this whole thing has become such a giant matter, it could never be argued, right? It's hearsay. He said, she said. There's no way to prove it. But now we can prove it. So, the whole reason that this has now come up is because last year, Bernie Ecclestone, who was that time's FIA president, has finally opened his mouth and said, we know and we knew, all of us in that place, we knew that crash was deliberate. But we chose not to act on it in the moment because we
Like
wanted
they
to
didn't stop the race.
They didn't do anything. They didn't penalize
Yeah.
anybody except
Yeah.
for that. The only one who got penalized according to Felipe is him.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Okay. But I agree. The FIA should have, if they knew, they should have just stopped the race. They should have stopped. I mean, I don't know what would have happened if they just stopped the race. Would Felipe Massa just win? Maybe. Right?
No,
He was
you call the race off. Make it
You
a
just
null and
null and
void,
void,
dude.
yeah.
Fight for
Maybe.
the rest of the races.
that should have been done, but that didn't get done.
Yeah.
And the reason he got disqualified or came 13th or whatever is not because of Crashgate. It's because they left the fuel.
The fuel hose. Get it out of the fucking car now.
Yeah. Now, if he thinks he can win this court case, being like, oh, Crashgate happened, oh, FIA didn't do this, that opens up a can of worms because every race can be dissected that way. Because this happened, that happened, this happened, so I went into the pit, so this mistake happened, so I didn't win. ऐसा तो नहीं हो सकता.
Yeah, it will be like if Sin Butts had, jelly and nuts, we'd all
Yeah.
be allergic to it. It will be like one of those things.
Yeah, you can't. Even last year, something happened, some crash happened. The safety car came in front of Max instead of Lando, giving him such an advantage, and he came first. Even Max was asked about this. And he said something like, if my father was my mother, then he'd be my mother. Some really funny reply he gave. Like to say that like if and buts don't matter.
Yeah.
Exactly, if and buts don't matter. I don't understand this court case. I get it, it's way more topical because of Crashgate, because the FIA apparently knew and but no court is gonna allow this to happen, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Where they are like, oh, if those two cars hadn't crashed, you'd win. How can you say that? Like,
Okay.
how can you decide that?
Even if and yeah, I agree with you. There is no way to decide this 21 years later. But that's what I want to focus on as well, right? 21 years later. Isn't there a statute of limitations on these things? Like,
Also, it can't be 21 years. We are in 2008.
2008. So, okay, sorry. Not 21 years.
I'll be, if it was 21 years, I'd be...
Don't do the math. You hurt us both.
Yeah, no, not 21 years. Quite a few years. It's been 18 years. Yeah.
17 years.
17 years.
17 years, dude.
Statute of limit. I don't know when he made this court case. When did he? Right after the FIA thing happened. Like they said, it was there should be a statute of limitations for these things. You can't just like.
He's filed the case apparently in the London court of something, and
they are just FIA is gonna get a slap on the wrist. Maybe some fine.
They won't.
I'm saying the max that can happen.
No, but that's the thing, right? You can't scrutinize an organization whose parts aren't the same.
Those people are gone.
Yeah, those people are gone.
Yeah.
Go find those people. Go attack them. Yeah. Find Bernie Ecclestone. Put him on the stand.
The next thing you know, Lewis is like charging the FIA for what happened in 2021. That's not going to work, right?
Then everyone will come for their pound of flesh, and I really don't want to see that happen. Then what is the point of having like the FIA at all? Like,
yeah, exactly. So although we really think it will not happen and it will not swing in his favor, if it was to though, A, can of worms, and B,
he's still the GOAT.
He's still
the GOAT. He's still the GOAT.
Well, only has the championships. Okay, sorry.
I had to. The GOAT.
Of course, it doesn't take away from him. And I don't even think if he won, that could happen. Like, they can't just be like, you would have got so many points. Yeah. Like, it doesn't work. You can't just decide the championship based on that because, okay, even if he had won, I don't know what Lewis would have come. Like, how do you decide things?
What if, who would have won?
If Felipe would have not got
they had to overturn the decision?
Yeah, what would they have done? What would they rule?
तो दे उसको ट्रॉफी दे
ट्रॉफी दे दे पॉइंट्स दे दे चैंपियनशिप दे दे ऐसा थोड़ी होगा.
It reminds me of that scene, where this random ass movie called Bhagam Bhag. You've seen where they're fighting over who gets to be the hero and who gets to be the villain. गोविंदा is like, but हमेशा हीरो मैं
मैं
बनता
बनता।
It's like, अरे तू हीरो बन चुका है ना.
हाँ, मैं तो नहीं बना. हाँ, that would have happened. Like Felipe, just chill, yeah. Go home.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
Give comments like Mick Schumacher and like the rest of them.
Yeah.
Just chill, man.
You're done.
Take some daiquiris and fucking relax.
And now finally it is Monza prediction time. You're thinking.
No, I know what the actual race result might just end up being in my pessimistic head. I'm going to say that only and then see what happens.
Okay. Should I go first or do you want to?
No, you
go. Okay. Lando Norris third, Oscar Piastri second, Charles Leclerc first.
Why?
Remember why?
You and your doom predictions. Are you forgetting? This?
No. Luck is by my side. Monza cannot be a doom prediction. Damn it. I hope not.
Jai Shri Jesus.
Jai Shri Jesus.
Okay. P3 Kimi, P2 Max, P1 Norris. Yeah, that's the one.
Dude, no. Kimi is just not having a good time. Like, he's just not having a good time.
Yeah, I know, that's why.
Does he also not have a 5-grid penalty?
Huh? What?
Crashing into Leclerc?
No, 10-second penalty paid.
Oh.
Yeah, which he paid off that race only, no?
I don't get it. But what are these rules? The man doesn't see a yellow flag in practice and you win a 5-grid penalty and this guy crashes into someone and he gets 10 seconds and literally Carlos bumps into someone and he gets also 10 seconds. Who the fuck is deciding these?
FI.
Dude, y'all need to like release a table, like a handbook. ये होगा तो हम ये करेंगे, ये होगा तो हम ये करेंगे. On the fly, y'all are just taking random decisions.
They're like, we are the kings, we will write the laws.
Yeah.
But that's not
ridiculous.
It's just not making any sense to me anymore, dude. These guys are doing things left. They had half an hour before the race even started.
Yeah, he could have started from the pit. He could have got a 10-second penalty. He could have had a
he
pit
could have given up
drive-through.
those 5 spots on the starting grid, na?
Yeah, and not only did they not say before the race, he found out once he reached London. He was like, I got home and I found out. Bro, what? How can they take so long?
No, we were taking data.
We don't like you, FI.
Nobody likes you.
Oh, and there's a conspiracy I heard on the Pit Stop podcast, which was like, do you think they're being harsh on Carlos because his dad ran for FIA? The opposite of nepotism is happening.
Also, the Drivers Association head, no?
Yeah, but the FIA doesn't care about that. Their conspiracy is he came for their seat, so now they're taking it out on his son.
Yeah, that's sad. Huh?
Reverse nepotism. Reverse grid मिलेगा कि नहीं पता नहीं, but reverse nepotism आ रहा है.
Speaking of Carlos, by the way, there's one thing we didn't mention.
P3
and P3.
Yes, twice.
Stuck
Maybe.
Missed our chance.
P4 is Carlos Sainz.
We missed our chance now.
Damn it! You put Kimi instead of Carlos.
Yeah.
I have put the McLarens.
I honestly wanted to put Gabby. This is the spot where he won that F2 race from the last two.
This is also the track where Pierre Gasly has had his one and only win ever.
A lot of like amazing races. Why can't Kimi have one?
He has had one. He's on the podium.
In Italy?
Not in Italy. Fine. His home race.
Home race?
If he crashes, it'll be so sad. Okay, let's wait for. Sorry.
Hey, why,
sorry. But I only have Doom first prediction. I don't have Doom verbal diarrhea. Like, it's fine. Everything I say doesn't come true. I will win the lottery. See, it don't come true.
Which lottery ticket to le?
मैं Vegas जा रही हूँ.
She will win the lottery.
Yes, guys. On that note, I'm not there for the next race.
How do we record?
We might have to miss that one. Because I'm literally on the flight for that race.
Oh, lol.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, we'll figure. Maybe I don't see it. I don't see it. Maybe you'll do a solo podcast episode. A quick one. A solo, like, what's up, guys? This is Joshua. Like that one. That's it.
Bye.
See you.